questions? Do you have concerns? Most of us do, and they don't serve us at all, nor do they serve anyone else. So today I want to inspire you to stop worrying about what's wrong with the world. Stop worrying about if you belong. Stop worrying about if you're loved. Stop worrying about if you can do it right, if it's perfect, or if you're going to be judged, or if you're going to fail. Stop worrying about all of that. Instead, start asking yourself if you can be of service. If you're going to worry about something, worry about whether you are of service to others. Ask how you can help. So don't ask what's wrong with the world. Will I fail? Do I belong? Is this going to work? Will people not like it? Don't ask those questions. Ask whether you can be of service. Ask how you can help. What are the biggest issues happening now? And how can you serve? How can you help? What are the biggest issues on an international level? What are the biggest issues on a national level, wherever you live? What are the issues on a communal level in your community? Maybe that community is the town where you live. Maybe your community is the business within which you function. And what are the biggest issues on a personal level for you? What are these issues? So once you've identified them, I want you to think about three things. What knowledge do you have to offer? Most of us think we can't do anything about international issues or national level issues, but maybe you have some knowledge to offer. So what would that knowledge be? On a national level, do you have knowledge you could offer in some way to help? On a community level, do you have some knowledge that you could offer? And what about on a personal level, meaning not only just for yourself, but for your friends and your family? Do you have knowledge? So that's the first thing I want you to think about. After you've identified the biggest issues happening, I want you to ask yourself, number one, what knowledge do you have that could be of service? Number two, what talents or skills do you have to offer? Do you have any talents or skills that would help an international, a national, a community, or a personal issue? I'm sure you probably do, at least on the personal side or on the communal side. And last, what resources do you have to offer? Okay? Do you have resources that might help on an international level or a national level or a community level or a personal level? This is how you are of service as you begin to think in terms of how can I be of service. Now, the international level could be tough, but you know, there are things that are happening as I'm shooting this video. There are fires in Israel. I can easily send money to help put out those fires. On a national level, we have the election that just happened. If I'm unhappy with the election, I can donate money for the recount. Or I can volunteer for Planned Parenthood, or I can donate money to organizations that I think will help the situation. If I'm happy with the election, then I can volunteer to support my new government, right? I can volunteer, or I can send money to the causes that they support, that the new government supports. On a community level, what could I do on a community level? Well, you can feed the hungry. You can go out and do cleanup efforts. If you live by the ocean like I do, you could do ocean cleanup days, anything like that. So, you might have knowledge. So if you are an expert in oceanography, you could be helping clean up the oceans by providing whatever information you have, your knowledge, right? But you also would have skills and talents that you could lend to cleaning up the oceans. And the resources, maybe that's your time or your money, right? So there's always a way for us to be of service. And sometimes being of service is, on that personal level or community level, is just listening to people. Maybe it's driving someone who's a shut-in to a doctor's appointment. There are many ways to be of service. You don't have to think that the only way to be of service is to be a politician or to be a doctor or to be a huge personal development speaker. There are other things you can do. You can start a blog. Blogs can be of huge service. You could write a book. You could coach. Like I said, you could help the elderly. You could volunteer at a hospital. So many ways to be of service. So today, stop worrying about what is wrong in the world. Stop worrying about if you belong. Stop worrying about if you're doing it right, if your work is perfect, if you're going to be judged, if you're going to fail. Stop worrying about all of that and instead start asking, how can I be of service? How can I help? That is my Monday inspiration for you today. I am Nina Amir, the Inspiration to Creation Coach. I help people find their purpose and their passion so they get inspired to take action. I'm one of 300 elite certified high performance coaches. If you're interested in learning about that, you can go to ninaamir.com. If you want to apply for a free 1-hour strategy session, go to ninaamir.com/free session. And if you're an author or a writer and are interested in author coaching, you can email me at nina@ninaamir.com and I will send you a link for a free 15-minute strategy session. That is it for today. I hope until next time you go out there and achieve more inspired results.